In this video, I'm going to show you whether diet soda is good or bad for you. What's up guys, Carlo Macapinlac here from newbiefitnessacademy.com. I help busy professionals look good shirtless so they can feel more confident and get the most out of their lives. Okay, this is a pretty common question that I get asked all the time. Is diet soda good or bad for you? So let's look into that topic. So most diet sodas contain 0 calories and no sugar. The common thinking then becomes replacing regular soda with a diet soda is a good way to reduce your sugar intake and help you with your weight loss. So far so good, right? Instead of sugar, diet sodas are sweetened with artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, maltodextrin, dextrose, and stevia. The notion of a 0-calorie soda is in such high demand that almost every popular sugar-sweetened beverage on the market has a light or a diet version, right? You've got Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, Sprite Zero, Gatorade Zero, and the list goes on. And it seems like such a great idea to drink this stuff to get your sugar craving guilt-free. And that's exactly what we've done. From its humble beginnings in 1960 to the year 2000, the consumption of diet soda has increased by more than 400%. It's so popular that Diet Coke has long been the second most popular type of soda, just behind regular Coke. In 2010, diet drinks made up 42% of Coca-Cola sales in the US. In 2017, Coca-Cola's revenue amounted to $35.41 billion. So we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry in the diet soda sector alone. Beverage companies obviously want us to keep drinking this stuff. Diet Coke was recently just rebranded to these sleek-looking cans to increase sales. I'm sure you've seen it, and apparently it's quite the hit with millennials. So in 2012, both the American Diabetes Association and the American Heart Association issued a joint statement endorsing the use of low-calorie sweeteners to aid in losing weight and improving health. The American Diabetes Association states on its website, substituting non-nutritive sweeteners for added sugars in beverages and other foods has the potential to help people reach and maintain a healthy body weight and help people with diabetes with glucose control. So imagine this, 2 of the biggest health institutions in the US telling Americans that consuming artificial sweeteners, usually found in diet soda, is a great idea to lose weight. But if diet soda helps you lose weight and fight diabetes, why do we still have an obesity and diabetes epidemic? Why is 1 out of every 3 American obese and 2 out of every 3 overweight? The only logical conclusion is that diet sodas don't really help at all. In fact, it might actually be making the obesity and diabetes epidemic in the US worse. Let's look at some research to prove this point. Several observational studies have found that using artificial sweeteners and drinking high amounts of diet soda is associated with an increased risk of obesity and metabolic syndrome. Studies have also shown that drinking diet soda changes the composition of your gut microbiome and again, makes people obese. An 8-year study found that instead of reducing obesity, diet soda substantially increased the risk of it by a mind-blowing 47%. The Women's Health Initiative observational study, one of the biggest studies ever done when it comes to nutrition, with the government spending billions of dollars to fund this study, found a 30% increased risk of heart attacks and strokes in those drinking 2 or more diet sodas daily. And we all know someone who drinks this stuff all the time. You should probably warn them. That's scary stuff. Based on those studies, despite cutting out sugar and having 0 calories, diet sodas do not reduce the risk of weight gain, obesity, metabolic syndrome, strokes, or heart attacks. The next question is, why? It's supposed to work, right? It's 0 calories. It has no sugar. It makes no sense. Well, because it's insulin, not calories, that ultimately drives weight gain and eventually obesity. Here's how I want you to think about it. Your body still has a physiologic response, specifically a hormonal response, and we're talking insulin here, among other things, to diet soda. Specifically, the artificial sweeteners that's used to make them, even though it's branded as 0 calories and no sugar. Think about it from a practical standpoint. Nothing that sweet could possibly get a free pass once it enters your body. Here's a fun fact for you. Your body actually doesn't count calories. It has no receptors for calories. 0. It doesn't have a magic calorie counter, which means that the concept of a 0-calorie soda is just a big marketing ploy. It's BS. Now let's get in the nitty-gritty here. Sucralose, a very popular artificial sweetener, triggers an insulin response in your body as mentioned earlier, despite the fact that it contains no calories and no sugar. And you've seen this stuff. They're usually in little yellow or pink packets at coffee shops. Why is that information important? Well, persistently high levels of insulin causes insulin resistance, and insulin resistance leads to prediabetes, and then diabetes, and obesity. Some people actually refer to it as diabesity. Here's the point that I'm trying to make here. Artificial sweeteners may decrease calories and sugar, but not insulin. Yet it's actually insulin that drives weight gain and diabetes, not a caloric imbalance like what we've been led to believe. It's simply not calories in versus calories out. The human body is such a complex system. I have a separate video all about the calories in versus calories out myth if you want to know more about it. Okay, here's more research. Scientists have also suggested that diet soda may increase appetite by stimulating hunger hormones by altering sweet taste receptors and triggering dopamine responses in the brain. The brain gets an incomplete sense of reward by tasting something sweet without the calories, and that's where the term empty calories comes from, which may then cause overcompensation and increased appetite and cravings. I think we've all been there before. You drink a can of Diet Coke, your dopamine receptors light up like a Christmas tree, you get an insulin spike, and all of a sudden, you have a craving for something sweet. And because you're drinking a 0-calorie drink, then we somehow justify in our head that it's okay to eat a cookie. Now, there are often conflicting reports out there about diet sodas that generates a lot of confusion in the fitness and nutrition industry. And this is how differing opinions about diet sodas created. One study will show a benefit and another study will show the exact opposite. Generally, the deciding factor that you need to look for is who paid for the study. Studies funded by beverage companies and the artificial sweetener industry in general have been found to have more favorable outcomes than non-industry studies. And this makes sense. Why would Coke pay for a study that shows that sugar and even diet soda is making people fat? It makes no sense from a marketing standpoint. And I get that. You can't really blame those companies for protecting their own products. At the end of the day, a little bit of common sense has to play into the equation here. Reducing sugar is definitely beneficial. It's a great step towards a healthier lifestyle, but you can't possibly think that replacing sugar with completely artificial man-made chemicals is a great idea. It's not about gaming the system here. Again, it's not calories that drives weight gain and obesity. It's insulin. And since artificial sweeteners also jack up your insulin levels like sugar, then it kind of defeats the purpose of drinking it to begin with. It's a complete wash. Eating or drinking chemicals like aspartame, sucralose, dextrose, and maltodextrin is not a good idea. The bottom line is that those chemicals don't help you lose weight and may actually cause you to gain weight. Like, think about all the people drinking diet soda right now. Do you know anybody at all who said, "Oh my God, I lost so much weight because I drank diet soda"? I didn't think so. If you really like the fizzy sensation, then just drink soda water instead. I know it's not the same, but you've got to be willing to make compromises here. How much is your health really worth to you? Okay, the next question then becomes, what are you actually supposed to eat and drink if you want to lose weight? Do you have a proven plan that you can follow? To help you with that, I want to give you a free copy of my Lean Body Blueprint. This is how I melted all the fat around my stomach and turned it into a six-pack without going on a crazy diet or wasting hours at the gym. It's a simple 4-step process specifically designed for busy professionals like you, and it's the exact same blueprint that I teach all my private coaching clients, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. If you want to be the next success story, then download your free copy of the Lean Body Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. All right, that's all I've got. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every Friday, and thanks for watching. Virtual high five. So, in 2012, both the American Diabetes Association and the American Heart... Oh my God. I can't say American Heart, I really don't know why. Studies have also shown that drinking diet soda changes the composition of your gut. Oh my God.